I go live every Friday, y'all. Just so you know, I can get y'all in and y'all know what day. But I need y'all to have the notifications on, okay? But we got some stuff to get into. So the first thing I want to talk about is Ariana Grande. Why do you have the boy is mine? Like what is that about? And we know the situation with the girl who recently just had a baby. Now they're divorced. You're now with that husband. Ariana, this is very messy. This is so messy. And I feel sorry for the girl. And a lot of people, I seen some comments like, well, why aren't y'all mad at the men? Why aren't y'all mad at them? Yeah, we are. We're very upset. But at the same time, girl, you a heavy participant in that. Both of them deserve the slack. Because this is my thing, right? It is the man's job to handle that, right? The woman or the girlfriend or the wife shouldn't have to say a thing. I feel like the man should fix that before it becomes an issue, right? But if he don't, then you know that's your time to go ahead and just rotate. Because that means he just don't care. And it's not right, don't get me wrong, but I'm just saying he's supposed to stop all that. But at the same time, girl, you knew exactly. Girl, you knew exactly what you was doing. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Mike Epps. Now, y'all remember the show All About the Benjamins? Well, Mike Epps says that while he was on All About the Benjamins, he was on C. I'm not going to say the real name. But during that process, he was going through it because he was having survivor's remorse. Now, if you don't know what survivor's remorse is, it's pretty much where you've been in a bad situation and you take yourself out of it and now you're doing good, but you feel bad because the people who you probably talked about the dream with or the people you was probably with are no longer with you and they can no longer they're not able to enjoy the success like you are and you feel like you want that for them. But what I say for people who have survivor's remorse, I really don't know how that feel like because I didn't really like leave a bad situation. But if you did leave a bad situation, I would say be more so blessed that you're able to live this life and to see this rather than being kind of sad about it, you know. And then if they're willing to work hard and do the work that you did to get yourself here, show them, you know what I'm saying, how you get there. Let them do the work to come up there so they can stay there because you can't do all the work for them. That's what I would say. And I know it's y'all, my hair is so puffy. I did a braid out, but it's getting puffy by the minute. I'm natural. But we gonna keep it going. But yeah, it was interesting that he said that. So he was pretty much saying how he was going through that and how Ice Cube was a good support system. Make sure y'all like and share the live, y'all. But he was a good support system to him, and that's interesting because when you watch All About the Benjamins, it looks normal. And I guess by him being funny and being joking, you probably not even, you know what I'm saying, you're not gonna notice that. So that was interesting to me. But what I'm doing is today, y'all, I'm just going through a list of topics. We just going through a list of topics that I've been talking about throughout the week. But let's keep going. TikTok ban. I'm not understanding the TikTok ban. And it's so crazy because they keep trying to make this a Chinese app, even though the man who owns TikTok is from Singapore. How does that work? They really trying to, like, this is fourth grade geography. Singapore is not in China. So how is it a Chinese app? They do have a location in China, just like they have a location in the US, just like they have a location all over the place. But the owner of TikTok is from Singapore. He doesn't even have a Chinese residence. He's not from there. And that's what they're doing it off the base of, because the company, which is called ByteDance, is made in China. But mind you, the person who owns ByteDance is from Singapore. So it's not ran by anybody from, you know what I'm saying? Oh man. And then when they was asking the man questions like, do TikTok connect to the Wi-Fi router? What do you mean? It's called Wi-Fi. That's how it connects. Like, they was just asking a bunch of questions that you would call and ask AT&T. It wasn't really no valid You know what I'm saying? Like, I was really listening because, even if I don't agree, I will still listen because I still want to understand, how did you come up with that point? What experience did you come from that point? I didn't get none of that from Congress when they was talking about TikTok. It sounded like they needed help on understanding how the internet works. That's what it all came down to. And if you peep, they ain't making no money from it like they is from Facebook and Instagram, but we gonna keep going. Eric May's family, I am very disappointed. Eric Mays was an internet sensation, and I feel like he was because he said things in corporate America that we would love to say, that we were dying to say, that we probably already said in our head, but we're not gonna say it out loud. He did those things, and he carried himself very well. And if you really watch Mr. Mays, he was asking the questions. We paid you all this money to fix the potholes. You got the money. The money is gone in the account, but we still got potholes. How do that make sense? He was asking the real questions. That's why it wasn't just because of the antics. Thank y'all for the like. Make sure y'all share and turn your notifications on. But it wasn't for the antics. It was because he was a people person. He really cared about the community, and he would really take it there to get them answers. And we appreciate that because you know how they play. They play with the community all the time. So, but unfortunately right now, because he did not have a will or anything set in place for if this occurs, the family is going at it. And when I say the family, I mean the brother, the sister, the cousin, all of them is going against the son. And this is why we have to be prepared. We have to have a will set in place. We have to have something in place. And I know it can get a little iffy and y'all like, some stuff is a scam, but have your affairs in order, because when you leave, this stuff is going to happen. Like, people are going to have like a free for all. Like, nah, give me this, give me this. The son wanted a proper, a proper funeral for the father. The father, allegedly must have explained to the son what he wanted. So he was going, carry that out for him. But the family don't want that. The family don't want him to have a elaborate funeral like his dad would have wanted him to. They want him to have a small funeral. You know why? So they can keep them funds. You should want what the person want, because normally the person does tell you, this is how I want if something ever happens to me. If his son is telling y'all his son wanted an elaborate carriage and wanted to go around because he meant something to the city, you should do that. But the family don't want to do that. And then you got the cousin pissed me off in the news. The cousin talking about, look at the paperwork. All the paperwork we had to look through. How is we supposed to know? What do you mean? And they're accusing the cousin, which was the lady next to. So the cousin was sitting on the end in the black, and then his sister is sitting next to the cousin. The sister was saying, we never told him that he didn't have a son. So why on the paperwork the son is not there? Red flag. Because y'all didn't put the name on there. She's talking about, if y'all would have asked me how we felt about it, I would have just placed the son on the paperwork. Asked you. You filled out paperwork. And then this was another telling thing. She said, May's family was here. His sisters was here. His brothers was here. His cousins was here. His son wasn't here, but his family was here. So they don't even look at the son as including as the family. Talking about the son wasn't here, but his family was here. No, baby. Eric May's son deserves everything. He worked for him. I'm pretty sure Eric Mays worked for his son. I guarantee you, the way Eric Mays talk, he was not working for them grown adults that can go to work. I'm pretty sure all that money was for his son. So yes, dead wrong. Dead wrong. But they're fighting this in court. And the attorney is saying that they violated Michigan state law. So when I find out more information on that, I will let y'all know, because that is mind-boggling to me. But this is why it's so important. And this isn't the first example of why you should have things set in place. Wendy Williams didn't have anything set in place. So what happened was the court stepped in to take that from, I need to start looking at the camera, not myself. But the court ended up taking that option away to give it to the family and appointing a guardian, because she didn't have nothing in writing. So like you have to have your paperwork and your stuff in writing so your kids don't have to be fighting with family members when they should be, you know what I'm saying, grieving. Like Eric May's family, I'm disappointed. I'm thoroughly disappointed. Like y'all was not about to mess up this man's name. Now the next thing I want to talk about is Nelly. Nelly said that during the time he was rapping, it was harder for him to make it in the industry, and I agree. I agree because it was more originality. Don't get me wrong, back in the day, they did use some beats, but they created a different art, right? They had, especially Nelly. Nelly did R&B and hip hop, and he mixed the two. So it was a complete difference than it is today, where they're kind of just taking a song, using the same lyrics but changing it to a different melody. It's not a completely, you know what I'm saying, different song. So I agree with him. And don't get me wrong, he was out for, get it together. He was out doing Ja Rule. He was out doing Nas. He was out doing Jay-Z. So he was with some heavy hitters. Y'all, I'm talking too fast. I need to slow down. But honestly, I just got one more thing to talk about. I was going to talk about Bad Boys 4, but I mean, all I really want to say about that is that I'm excited because Bad Boys 2 was my favorite movie. So I'm excited to see this. But I ain't gonna lie, Martin, when he was running, he didn't look like he was gonna make it on Bad Boys 3. So I'm curious to see the type of stunts that they do on Bad Boys 4. And to me, why don't they make them like a captain by now? You know what I'm saying? And they got younger people, and we can see how they move as a captain. Y'all, I normally use natural light because that's the best light, but it's going down. But yeah, that's what I would like to that ain't really douche. But that's what I would like to see them being like in the background. Cause he was struggling. But Bad Boys 2, like I said, was my favorite movie. I can word from word, but I'm excited. I'm excited to see them back again. It would be interesting if Rush Hour came back too. But the last topic, y'all, Neyo. And then I'm out. Neyo. You done stressed all them women out, including your ex-wife, just for you to be with two women. Why didn't you do that in the beginning? You always had a problem with being faithful and fidelity. Why didn't you just have two women in the beginning and save them women that you hurted the heartbreak? Like, and I ain't mad at it. If you're not faithful, that's honest. Be with somebody who don't want to be faithful either. But don't be with somebody that want to be faithful. Like, he should have been did this during the days he was singing Say It. And that's my song, by the way, but let's focus. That's when he should have started this whole poly thing, because, and I think men should be more honest with themselves as well. I ain't about to get into a relationship conversation. We got enough of those. But I think if he was just more honest, he would be more happy too. But that's all I got, y'all. I just want to cover Ariana Grande, messy ass. She's so dead wrong. I mean, the husband is worse, but I mean, girl, just had a baby. Let's keep going. I went over Mike Epps, his survivor remorse, how he was taking C during All About the Benjamins because he was stressed and he was sad that his friends wasn't there with him. And he recently was saying that, hey, Anaya, he recently was saying that he never treated any woman right, including the women that's around him. And of course that affected, hey, Jailer Joseph. And of course that affected affected what his wife felt. So his wife checked him about what he said about the women, and so he did an apology. We talked about Eric Mays and his childish ass family. I'm so mad at them. Eric Mays, the cousin, the auntie, all of them fighting Eric Mays over what to do with his stuff. Like Janaya. You said Janaya. Hey, Janaya. Are you telling me your name is Janaya, or are you saying hey Janaya? But yeah, I talked about Eric Mays. I talked about Nelly saying how he feel as though, okay, what's up? Um, how Nelly feel as though it was harder for him in the game than it was anybody else. Somebody say God bless you. I talked about Bad Boys 4 and Neyo. So what I do is on Fridays, which I mean I pop on here any other day, but I'm going to make sure I pop up on here on Fridays. I normally hop on live when I feel like it's some tea that y'all need to know and y'all missing out. So I have to get on here and let y'all know what's going on in these streets, okay? But other than that, I'm gonna pop up here on Friday. I'm gonna see y'all again on Friday. I appreciate y'all for watching with me. I'm new to this live. I'm still learning YouTube. I just got monetized in 2 months, so I'm new at all this shit. But I love it. It's fun. I like different perspectives. Even if I don't agree, I still like understanding different perspectives. So make sure y'all come back, okay? Or have them notifications on because, baby, when it's some stuff I feel like I need to talk about, baby, I'm just gonna talk. Who is that? I'm a royalist. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. But how y'all feel about these topics I'm talking about? What y'all think? What y'all think? Eric Mays, what y'all feel about Mike Epps? I talked about the TikTok ban, how they're mad that TikTok, the app, the name of the company is called ByteDance, right? ByteDance is in China, but the owner is from Singapore, so it has nothing to do with China. It has absolutely nothing to do with China. So yeah, that's a mess. But thank y'all for the likes. Make sure y'all share. Make sure y'all have the notifications on because I'm telling y'all when it's some tea, I get on here and I let y'all know because y'all need to know the tea. Okay? But that's it for today. I appreciate y'all for taking the time to watch my live. Y'all have a good Friday. Is y'all drinking tonight? For the ones that's 18, 21 and older, 21 and older. Was y'all popping out tonight? What y'all doing? Me, I'm finna go get me some food. I'm finna go put this hair in a ponytail because it's had its days. Make sure y'all 3 follow. But I think that's it, y'all. Y'all know any tea that's been going on? And I'm mad my light not lighting. You gotta hold this up here. Or I gotta be like in the dark, dark, dark. So I probably gotta close my blinds. Let me close my blinds and see if it works. Hold on, y'all. Hell no. That shit made it even darker. Okay, y'all. I'm gonna be out. Thank y'all for watching. Peace. Stop talking my wing, Farrah. Wings? What? Hey, stop talking my wings, Terrio. What that mean? Elaborate. I don't get what you mean. But I pretty much talked my, stuff I gotta say. Y'all seen anything or heard anything y'all want to discuss? Or should I hop up off of here? He's small. Oh. Y'all got to get used to this. I'm used to TikTok, so I be on TikTok live. But now, like I said, my channel got monetized in 2 months. So I thought I had a little time, but it looked like I need to be pressing. You know what I'm saying? Pushing the gas now. So now I'm on this, and I like it. Thank you, girl. It's a braid out, but it's been some time now, so it's getting a little puffy. But yeah, when I first take the braid out, it's real defined. But girl, I'm just up here talking mess. I went over Mike Epps, TikTok Band, Eric Mays, Nelly, Bad Boys, Neyo, and I talked about Ariana Grande. So on Fridays, I'm finna be coming up here giving y'all the motherfucking tea, okay? And like I said, hey, y'all notifications on, because I'm gonna just pop up when I feel like y'all need to know something, okay? But thank y'all for watching. I'm out, y'all.